All right, so we have all of the information for this upcoming update. What is going on, guys? Corrosive Bullet here, and we are back with a update video. That was just Cell that you just saw, and my God, does he look amazing. He looks absolutely nuts of a unit. Just animation-wise, he looks nuts. The fact that when he hits 0, he comes back as Perfect Cell. It's the first ever knockout transformation that we've seen in the game, so that's actually really cool. But all the animations were very smooth, and I really like that. So, but we also got Majin Vegeta. So let's go over his showcase. Okay, so that was Majin Vegeta Legends Limited. So we are going to be going into deep diving into all of these characters' kits, including the EXs. We're going to be going over all the new events that are coming out, and I'm going to try and delve into what's going to be coming to the shop as well. So if you like this type of content, guys, please like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you will be summoning for these characters. Who is it that you are primarily going to go for? And let's get the discussion going. So, we're going to start with Vegeta. So, Legends Limited, transforming Majin Vegeta. I think it was kind of a surprise for a lot of people, I think, that he was going to be a transforming unit instead of just a standard, already transformed unit, which is pretty cool. He's going to be on the Vegeta family, as well as Saiyan. Super Saiyan 2, he's going to be added on to as well, which is really interesting. We're going to go 6 stars. We're going to go 5,000. So, at his base, he's going to get about 2 million health, which is standard. 1.25 power, standard. Strike attack, 203, pretty standard. Defenses are in the 140s, which is pretty standard. Blast attack is 195. Now, when he transforms, it's pretty decent increase. Not a bad increase. He's at 230 roughly for strike attack, roughly 220 for blast attack. His strike defense is almost at 150. His blast defense is over almost 147. All in all, very well-rounded unit. But how does his kit hold up? So let's go to his base. So at his base, he'll transform into Majin Vegeta, restores his own health by 30%, cancels his own attribute downgrades as well. 15 timer counts must elapse. Pretty basic. As you know, these base forms generally have pretty basic main abilities. His unique abilities, though, let's take a look. Long-awaited showdown, 40% to damage inflicted against Goku characters. That's kind of interesting. The fact that it's just against Goku characters. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. 50% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and reduces damage received by 30% for 20 timer counts. An additional 30% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts if your opponent does not have a remaining Goku battle member. That's a really good base. I think that's a really good base unique ability. You don't usually see this many buffs coming into play for just a base, especially at 50%. So if you're already talking, when he enters the battlefield, you're already talking 50%, He's taking 30% less damage. If there's no Goku character you're fighting up against, he gains an additional 30% on top of it. So 80% potentially after Goku dies. 40% additional, so 90% on that character. That's not bad. Indispensable Pride applies buff effect, nullify abnormal conditions up to 3 times to self when battle starts. That's not bad. That's not bad. Applies the following effects to self every time an enemy uses a strike, blast, or special arts card while this character is on the battlefield. That's 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, reduces damage up to 10% for 5. That's not bad. That's actually really, really good defensively. Is he a defense unit? No, he's a melee type. He's a melee type, but he's getting defensive, a defensive kit, which is kind of interesting. Blast reduces ki. Blast reduces ki by 30 on hit. That's dangerous. That's pretty dangerous. That completely counteracts Vegeta Blue easily with his strike cards. That is double Gallic Gun, deal massive impact damage, gain attribute upgrade minus 30% to enemy sustained damage cut for 3 timer counts upon activation, blast armor as well. And then for his switch card, destroys all of your enemy's cards upon hit, inflicts enemy with minus 1 arts card draw speed for 10, and then plus 20 to damage strike damage received on an enemy for 20. And that's comboable. And he also gets a strike restore health card. Strike cards that restore own health by 5% when used. That's nuts. That's pretty nuts. And he'll be buffing Saiyan and Vegeta tag. I kind of figured that would be the case. So let's look at his transform. So we saw what that does. Farewell, Prideful Warrior. Draws... this is on his transform state, guys. And by the way, that art looks fantastic. So draw a special move arts card next. Restores own ki by 50. 100% to damage inflicted by the next special move arts card used. Cannot be cancelled. Gain buff effect, nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover for 10 timer counts. So he's basically eradicating cover change abilities for 10 timer counts. Not bad. Not bad at all. 15 timer counts to activate. So is he? I'm assuming his special move. Is it a special move? It must be a special move then. His special move must be similar to Blue Super Saiyan Goku's, in which when you actually take out the enemy health, down to 0 on the final enemy is when his LF activates. It's kind of cool. All right. So let's look at this. That has not changed. Restores ki by 40 is added on. That hasn't changed. It becomes that. Okay, so it looks like this becomes a permanent buff, possibly, and then reduces damage by 30%. That becomes a permanent buff upon transformation, I think, if I'm reading that correctly. I could be reading that wrong. And then this has not changed either, except for... Nope, that hasn't changed. And then Clashing Pride, 30% to strike damage inflicted after transforming. And then these haven't changed either. So, kit's pretty solid. Now, I don't think he's extremely impressive by any means. I like some of the abilities. I like this ability here. I just don't know I mean, obviously there's a lot of Gokus in this meta, so like this obviously isn't going to be like against it. Like this isn't hurting him by any means, but I don't know. I think he's pretty good, just not meta breaking for a Legends Limited unit. He's definitely not like Vegeta Blue in any way. That's the same. His special move is massive impact damage. Put plus 30% damage inflicted against tag regen for 30 timer counts. Gain attribute upgrade. Minus 100% to sustain damage cut for 3 timer counts. Nullifies enemies restore own health when it reaches 0 effects when this character attacks for 3 timer counts. Interesting. And then when he's transformed, he draws a random card, gains 30 ki, 20% inflicted. That's not bad. I like him. I like this Vegeta a lot. I don't know if, again, I don't know what he's gonna be like going forward, but for now he's pretty good. I'd say he deserves a Legends Limited tag. I just think there's better Vegeta. I think there's better Vegeta characters out there. I think the green one might be a little better, just in my personal opinion. But we'll see. Going next, we got Perfect Form Cell, and I called it, guys. He may not be the LF like I showed in my other video, but I called a brand new Cell unit, and I called that he was going to be a red unit. So, for those thinking that there wasn't going to be a new Cell, I'm happy at the fact that I was actually able to predict this. So, so, all right, for Cell. So pre-transformation, 1.86, 203 strike. He's got no defense whatsoever in his base form. That doesn't surprise me at all. I figured that would kind of be the case. But strike goes up to 250. Blast goes up to 244. That's really, really good. His defense is still nothing to write home about. His defense is still lackluster, but like it's not like his base form where it's so bad that like it doesn't benefit him whatsoever. No, that's crazy. He's Android, Future, Regen, Absorption, and Powerful Opponent, which does not surprise me whatsoever. Alright, we're gonna try and breeze through these next couple units. So in his base form, draw special arts move, restores own ki by 50, 30% to blast damage for after 10 timer counts. Oh, that's when he transforms. Well, let's go back to base. He draws special arts card next. 30% to blast damage for 30 timer counts. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 20 to damage received for 60 timer counts. So you're going to want to use, because of his special ability, you are going to want to use this ASAP as soon as it pops up, because he is not going to last long on the field with the defenses he has. So keep that in mind when running this Cell. And then he transforms, he gets 30% to blast damage. That looks like it's permanent. There's no timer counts or nothing. He just gets 30 to blast damage. Restores own ki by 50 and then draws a special arts move next. That's pretty good. So in his base form, Shocking Resurrection, transform into Perfect Cell with 100% health when your own health reaches 0. It is not endurance, guys. This is not endurance whatsoever. So, endurance nullification does not affect him, it looks like. Shortens own substitution count by 1 every time another battle member is hit with an enemy strike, blast, or special arts move card. Does it 10 times. That's a pretty good base move set ability. I like that. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 30% to damage inflicted for 50 timer counts. 20% to damage inflicted for 25 timer counts. It's really interesting that it's 2 separate damage inflicted buffs. I don't know. Restores own ki by 30 when this character enters the battlefield. That's not bad. He's not bad, guys. For his base form. Now his transformed form applies the following effects to self after transforming. 60% to damage inflicted. That's a permanent. That cannot be canceled. That's a permanent increase. Reduces damage received by 30% for 20 timer counts. Okay, so that benefits his lackluster defense. Minus 10 to blast arts cost. Also can't be canceled. And then cancels attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions. This is a pretty good ability. Unlimited power. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Draws a blast arts card next. Restores ki by 30. 50% to damage. Special move damage for 20 timer counts. That's a bit more basic, but I like that as well. I'm really liking this Cell's kit. I'm honestly more excited for Cell than I am for Majin Vegeta. I hate to say it, but I am. And then obviously -5 to own special arts move cost for 50 timer counts. Hell Strike. So his special move is different in his base form than his transform form. So Psychokinesis Crash deals major slice damage, gain attribute upgrade 50% to -50% to enemies sustained damage cut effects for 3 timer counts. When he transforms, it is now Hell Strike. Deals massive impact damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation: 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, gain attribute upgrade -50% to enemy sustained damage cut for 3 timer counts, and he gets blast armor. That's not bad. And then base form is draw special move arts card next, activates once, +20 to inflicted for 15, 50% to own key recovery, cannot be canceled, activates once. That's really good for base Cell. And then he gets Death Beam for his special skill. It immobilizes the enemy. That's good. That's basically, I think that's the pushback ability. I think, maybe. No, I could be wrong. It could just be like that of Go On. It just knocks him back, maybe. 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and then inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade +15 to impact damage received. You're definitely going to want to use this before using your special move, because that's going to end up helping you a lot. And then he buffs androids. Androids needs the buff. That's really good. And then at at 6 stars, at 3 stars, he gains 4% and the regen tag for blast attack. And then at 6 stars, he gains another 4 plus 18% to powerful opponent. He buffs the powerful opponent tag, guys. Powerful opponents becoming more viable. I really like this Cell. I like this Cell a lot. I'm definitely going to be summoning for Cell. I'm excited about that. Okay, let's go to the EX characters quick. I'm not going to go too far into this, but female warrior for Videl. By the way, I love this art for Videl. It's great. Female warriors, female tag, melee unit, obviously. Going into stats, less than 2 mil, less than 200,000 strike, 180,000 blast, 137 and 140 blast defense. Defenses aren't bad for the EX. Attack, I think, is a little lackluster, but we'll have to see in practice. Main ability, 80% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. That's pretty good. That's a big buff. Inflicts all enemies with 10 substitution counts. All enemies. That's kind of good. That's kind of good. For an EX unit to have that kind of main ability, I'm not against it. Indomitable Spirit applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. +20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Reduces damage received by 20% for 15. Applies the following effects to self according to the number of timer counts elapsed with current character. 3 counts +30 to damage inflicted. 8 counts is -5 to strike arts card. 12 counts elapsed to 20% to damage inflicted. Effects reset after character switch. That's really good. And then Field Battle Spirit, 40% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts when the enemy attack is over. Reduces damage received by 30% until combo ends when changing cover. I like this Videl a lot. I'm not big on female warriors. I don't have the best female warrior team to be able to run, but this is a really good Videl. I like this a lot. And he buffs female warriors. He buffs female warriors and red. He's gonna buff that red 18. I'm excited. That's actually really cool. I like that. This Videl's good. If the rates weren't garbage, she would be really good. And then we got Super Saiyan 2 Goku. There's a trend here going on with this though, guys. It's kind of funny. So 6 stars, 5,000. 210,000 strike attack. That's pretty good. Defenses are okay. Blast attack is okay. Again, I mean, strike arts is better on this guy than it is on the Videl, so so that's pretty good. Main ability, I'm getting pumped up too. 25% of damage inflicted for 50 timer counts. Reduced his damage by 25% for 50 timer counts. Cancel zone attribute downgrades. That's a decent increase for this Goku. I don't mind that. Head-on duel reduces damage received by character Vegeta by 20%. Cannot be canceled. This guy is he's not a direct counter because he's purple as opposed to Majin Vegeta's blue, but this guy was actually pretty decent against Vegeta. Applies the following effects to self every time when faced with an enemy. Restores ki by 20, 30% of damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. And then supercharged battle. The following effects occur after enemy attack is over. 30% to strike damage inflicted, up to 90%. Cannot be canceled. This stacks 3 times. And then another 20% inflicted by allies for 20. This Goku's good as well, guys. If you get him, amazing. I wouldn't go searching for him because of the rates, but he's pretty good too. For an extreme unit, he's really good. And then inflicts his special move, inflicts attribute downgrade, 20% to strike damage received for 20 timer counts. That's pretty good. Special skill, plus 20 to strike damage inflicted for 20 timer counts and restores his own health. Okay, very nice. And he directly just buffs Saiyans, so he's going to be a really good bench, possibly a good secondary character to run on your actual direct team. So I like all these units. This is definitely a banner to summon for, guys. Let's actually look. Let's look at the summons directly. So that we are going to be getting ticket summons, guys, due to the new events coming out. Wait, is this the step up or is this? No, I want to do crystals, not ticket. Yes. Okay, here we go. So, who is on this banner? What do the rates look like? 1, 3, 7. You get 10 for the 4th through 6th steps. So, 4,100 crystals for this, really? Normally it's about 4,500 or so. So this is actually a lot cheaper than it normally goes for. I would definitely consider summoning on this if these are the rates. That's actually not bad. Also, it looks like it doesn't revert back to the 3rd step. I could be wrong here, but it's not going back to the 3rd step. So you might be able to start back at the 1st step here. That's crazy. Let's hope that's the case. So you get Goku, you get Vegeta, you get Cell, you get the upcoming Zenkai Gohan that's around the corner. You get Beerus on this banner. You get Android 21. You get Kefla. Kefla is back on the banner. The Cell is back on the banner. Bardock is back on the banner. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, wait, no, it does say return to step 3. Okay, I take that back, guys. My bad. So you will go back to step 3, but that's still okay. That's still good rates. These are your 1% rates, guys. And then everything else is below. You got all these units. Oh, my lord. Outdated. Zenkai, he's good. As Zenkai, he's really good. Bad unit. Decent Zenkai, bad unit. Outdated. Still not bad. Bad unit. Still not bad. Getting outdated. Kid Boo's good. Androids are okay. yeah, there's gonna be a lot of characters on this, guys, but it's a step up. So definitely consider doing this. Definitely go for this. Definitely go for this banner. I like that. And then going back to the tickets, there will be events. With the adventures, I believe, and whatnot, where you can get these tickets. Do not miss out on these ticket banners, guys. You're definitely not going to want to miss out. So there's going to be one that's your standard, like, multi-summon. And then you are going to have the guaranteed ticket summons as well. But you're going to have so many units on that ticket banner, so you need 5 of those. So keep that in mind. Upcoming events coming out. So we got King Piccolo as the co-op boss. We have Snake Way coming back. Make sure you're taking advantage of that. Take advantage of your Legends Road. This has been out, but take advantage of that while you can. Looks like the Cell is coming back. Is this getting revamped? Oh no, this is the story event. Okay, this is not like the Rising Battle one. So, yep. So that's basically it. There's no like extensive events coming out really. The only thing that's extensive that's coming out is part 8 of the story is right around the corner. There'll be 6 chapters. So it ain't gonna be lasting long, but new story came out, so that'll be exciting. But I believe that is more or less the end of this video, guys. Nothing really else going on. I can't really showcase the the other thing that's coming out, guys. Other thing that's coming out. It looks like this Goku came back. This banner's back now. Interesting. So definitely get him Zenkai'd if you haven't been able to get him Zenkai'd. Shows the shops, right? No, it's not. Also, it's not shown here in the news, but the Legends Limited Z Power will be in the shop, I believe, coming out as well. So keep an eye on the shops. The shop sales, I think, should be pretty good. We're going to be getting the Super Chrono Crystal in there as well. And either that's going to allow you to increase your Legends Limited units, or it's going to be or if there's going to be a separate item to be able to increase the Z power of your Legends Limited. So keep an eye out for that. But that is it for this video, guys. I know it was long-winded, and I appreciate you if you have stayed till the end of this video. Again, if you want to see more content like this, like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below if you will be partaking in this banner. I recommend you do. And then, with that said, I'm out of here, guys. I will see you guys in the summoning video. Peace.